Today, I'm going to explore strategies for increasing the agency of socioeconomically oppressed youth groups and worker groups through creative music making. My research questions are: what social and cultural factors inhibit creative agency? What strategies enhance creative agency? And how might increased agency in music impact participants' agency in other life domains? As an ethnomusicologist, my research methods include ethnographic field research and in-depth interviews. My talk today focuses on the Cape Town area, but my theoretical perspectives also draw on comparative work on enablers and inhibitors of creativity that I've done in Finland, the US, and South Africa. First of all, what is agency? I define agency as the ability to make and the authority to carry out one's own decisions. This understanding of agency is relevant in both creative music making and in other life domains. It's important to distinguish between actual agency, which is based on systemic, social, institutional, and societal structures and power dynamics, and on the other hand, a sense of agency, which is based on psychological factors relating to self-image, self-esteem, and motivation. Some previous research has shown that increasing agency in one domain can sometimes be transferable to other domains, and this is work that I hope to build on. What is creativity? This is an experiential model of creative practice, which I developed using grounded theory and thematic content analysis from multi-idiomatic and multi-sided field research. Since exercising agency is a key component of being creative, it follows that music programs that enhance creativity will also enhance agency. Factors inhibiting the development of agency in music making and other domains are numerous, and they operate at multiple levels: the material, the social, the moral, by which I mean value judgments, the psychological, and the competential, which refers to knowledge and skills. Strategies for enhancing agency have greater potential to be effective if they target multiple levels. Let's look at some case studies of programs that work to increase agency or at one or more of these levels. I conducted research amongst several formal and non-formal music programs for socioeconomically disadvantaged communities in the Cape Town area, including the 4 shown on this slide and others. Some programs operate within educational institutions, and some are nonprofit community programs. Some focus on classical music, some on jazz, and some on local or regional popular and traditional musics. While it is challenging to assess the relative effectiveness of the different programs, the most profound and transformative experiences that I collected from program participants and alumni came from programs that focus on jazz, popular, and traditional musics. I propose that this is not because of the style of music itself, but because of pedagogical approaches that foster participants' creativity and agency. Several of these programs support original creative music making, including improvisation, songwriting, and composition. There's a strong practice in South Africa of using music therapy for social justice, and while most of these programs are not clinically therapeutic, many borrow techniques from music therapy, such as the validation of all types of musical activities, the provision of safe spaces, compositional scaffolding, and support for professional level performance and recording. Some programs also celebrate, promote, and elevate cultural heritages that have been oppressed and demeaned under colonialism, apartheid, and contemporary racism. These interview quotes here are from facilitators. I'll read the one about compositional scaffolding from a program for wine farm workers. Putting a pen in the hand and an instrument in their hands and saying, okay, which of these would you like to play? How can I help you? Having a teaching process that is co-authored, arrangements made in a collaborative way, writing music in combination. It's a scaffolded choice that enables and empowers music writing skills, cultural creation skills. And the same facilitator goes on to say below, The rural music heritage of the farm workers is linked with a negatively framed identity. You are colored. So we're reframing this heritage, putting it on stage and celebrating it. People dance to it. What could be more powerful? Ascertaining impacts of these programs is challenging. My interviews with current participants and selected alumni demonstrate that programs that enhance creative agency in music have some of the following long-term effects on at least some participants. Increased skill sets for creative music making, increased motivation and willingness to take risks across domains, increased self-esteem and increased sense of their own potential, increased educational and professional opportunities and engagement. And here I'll read an interview quote from a participant of a community jazz program based in the township of Delft. He says, "The director kept on motivating us. Don't give up. There are great opportunities in the music industry. It became a lifestyle for myself and for the other guys. We could see that there's something better in life. I can become a professional musician. I can meet new people. I can go places. There is hope for me. I went back to high school at the age of 22 and completed my grade 12, and now this is my second year at the university doing my teacher's licentiate." I'd like to conclude with some critical reflections. All of the programs I studied are doing extremely valuable work. Nevertheless, there's some concerns. In some places, I notice colonial attitudes such as paternalism and a lack of acknowledgement of indigenous knowledge, especially among one or two white facilitators. Most programs had challenges relating to economic sustainability. That should be not new to many of you. Some programs had challenges relating to emotional sustainability and lack of support for pedagogues and facilitators, and this was especially an issue among one or two non-white facilitators. At the research level, there's a real challenge for how to effectively assess the relative effectiveness of different approaches. Please contact me if you'd like me to send you a complete list of references. And please allow me to conclude by mentioning my new research project. Building on my work on creative agency in South Africa, I'm focusing on diverse musical heritages and new creativities here in Germany and in Europe, with the goal of increasing agency as well as intercultural empathy. If anyone else is working on similar issues or in similar areas, I'd love to hear from you and to chat further. Thank you.